The drums of liberation have finally arrived. Year 5 has arrived. I know One Piece is in this weird area where people often forget about it when talking about anime of a specific year, since, you know, it's going on for 20 years now, but without a doubt, in my mind, this is the biggest moment in anime of 2023. You know what? Screw that. The biggest moment in anime in the 20s. Year 5 has finally also arrived in the anime. Though, let's be real, all of humanity was spoiled about it instant it appeared in the manga. And what an episode it was. Crunchroll servers were down. The episode caused a meltdown in the internet. Something only a few anime can do. Many compared it to the moment Goku turned into Super Saiyan on Namek. And I will touch on that later, but it is so different to your usual power up. Oda managed to perfectly tie up everything he has been building up for 25 years into this one form. And I love it. One Piece has never been a battle shonen. Or not a battle shonen like the usual kind. It's about adventure and finding freedom, and most importantly having fun, which is also kinda similar to Dragon Ball, which started out as a gag manga and still does that occasionally. So having Luffy's Devil Fruit awakening grant him powers that are strictly dependent on his creativity was genius. Luffy basically is a little child and uses his powers in Looney Tunes fashion. Like bro, these attacks come straight out of Tom and Jerry. Have you ever actually seen an anime mix in these old western cartoons for children with anime? Because personally I haven't, and especially in recent times as well. For the most selling manga of all time to do that is a pretty risky move, but also so perfect. I know many people will also be like, what kind of Mickey Mouse shit is that? And try to make it look childish or whatever, but mostly because modern day shonen fans only care about power levels. Like seriously, I get having a little fun by comparing character strengths and who could beat who for fun, but people deadass come up with whole mathematical equations just to prove how Goku solo Sailor Moon or shit. Shonen has men in their 20s who probably hated school doing maths. Now that's what I call influential. Back to topic. 20 years worth of adventure accumulated into this new and probably last form of Luffy, because as he said, this is the peak of his powers. And honestly, I'm so glad Oda also mentioned this one sentence, because I know people already would be demanding Gear 6 by now. However, I'ma be real for a second, you anime fans have it so easy. The last shot of Luffy's hair turning into noodles, that's what Oda ended the chapter with about a year ago, and then One Piece was on a 1 month break. 1 month without One Piece, and Luffy was supposedly dead, and now his head was melting and Zunisha said that Joy Boy has returned. We had no idea what the hell just happened. Nowadays everyone knows about Gear 5. So much so that of course the entire internet speaks about it. Like all the time. I mentioned people comparing it with Super Saiyan, so let's get back to that. Mostly One Piece fans on Twitter wanted some smoke and started dissing Dragon Ball, saying that Gear 5 is already more iconic than Super Saiyan. Listen, I'm like the biggest One Piece fan, but even I have to say, relax. Super Saiyan is a different breed. It's probably the most iconic moment in anime ever, and literally changed anime and manga. The whole ass transformation hype only began because of Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan walked so Gear 5 could run. I already fangirled about Gear 5, so don't have a doubt about how much I rate it, but it's not even close to Super Saiyan. And it's not supposed to be. It's a completely different thing and stupid to compare. But of course, whenever it's about stupid dick measuring competitions, the internet is always on its A game, especially Twitter. Or well, X with how it's called now. Nah, sounds stupid. Especially Twitter. Just enjoy greatness. Don't cry about stuff that doesn't even matter. Honestly, if you wanna compare it with something popularity wise, I feel like Ultra Instinct might be more suited. And I personally have been debating myself which is more iconic. Let me know in the comments, and don't overlook Ultra Instinct, because that was also huge and was a perfectly fitting transformation for Goku. Man, we are really living in the golden age of anime. I know most people will be acting like I exaggerate, but One Piece, my might be one of the most influential and best pieces of media in modern time. It's just so well written, and despite having so much depth, it's still a fun ride. This episode has shown the popularity of One Piece again, and after Wano we will finally begin to start the final saga of One Piece. We are entering the last few arcs. Of course it's still One Piece, so it will probably still take like 5 years minimum, but for a show that's been running for a quarter of a century, that's crazy. Dude, quarter of a century. Can you believe it? This thing is older than me and still anime of the year. I know many people praise Oda, but the feat of writing this modern odyssey is being overlooked even with how big One Piece is. This man literally is the real life Luffy, following his dream and not stopping, however many years it takes. And I will be there, we will be there, witnessing every page of that greatness. And if you wanna follow me on that journey, hey, why not subscribe? I do videos about other anime too. Bye!